Tanda po yan because our standard course packages have already dictated to us what are the ILOs and what are the CTOs. Okay? However, step number 2 is we have to create a learning environment. But that learning environment, like what I said a while ago, where you have the TLAs, no? Dapat yan ay aligned on the same page as where our course outcomes and the ILOs are coming from. Okay? So please check that. Alright? You come up with a formative assessment. And once you have done the formative assessment, make sure likewise that we give feedback to the students. Because that's the only way how the student would know if they are able to meet what is being desired from the activity. And if not, that's the only way also for the student to reset yung kanilang goal, yung kanilang objective. Para sa ganun, they're building up the right knowledge and the right skills. Pagdating sa dulo, which is going to be the summative assessment already for the course outcome, the probability of making it a big success is high. And that is what we want our students to achieve at the end. Okay? So, i-check ko natin lahat ito. No? The task for assessment is not just on the hands of the assessor. Okay? The task of the successful assessment is on the hands of both the technical instructor and the assessor. Okay? So, tanggalin po natin yung idea na ang bida lang ay si assessor, ha? Kasi meron po tayong reformative assessment. At uulit-ulitin po, forgive me for being so makulit about this, hindi mo ma-reach tama ang iyong course outcome kung hindi na-build up ang tamang results ng formative assessment. And the formative assessment really depends so much on your TLAs. Okay, so make sure that all of these are on the same page. They are all aligned with our learning outcomes. Okay, and the fourth one, we have to develop grading criteria. Okay, you have the rubrics there. Okay, and you have learned yesterday what would be the use of the rubrics. Kung tatanungin ninyo, I like the last template of rubric that I presented to you yesterday, where you have what is being expected in the middle column, and in the left side of the table or the column, you have their identification of what needs to be improved. And then on the right side of the column, you have their what are those points where the student had excelled. Okay?
Course outcome. And it's supported by the course assessment. So, kinopya ko ito kay Botton, kinanta ko lahat ng elements in the practical activities. Then it must be aligned to Institutional Regulation 1.6, 1.8, and 1.12. 1.12 is simulator. Alignment of instrument to performance criteria as per evolve. And the alignment of performance standard with the performance criteria. So, example, course outcome, operate ballast pumping system according to SIPS piping configuration. By the way, this is under the old curriculum. Dahil wala pa yung sa new curriculum. So ito yung munang ginamit natin. Auxiliary machinery ang course outcome number 2. No? So, na-identify na natin or translate natin yung i-access natin. Okay, step 2. Ito yung mga elements, no? Addressing table A3-1, function 1, marine engineering at the operational level. Competence number 4, operate main and auxiliary machinery, KUP. Makikita nyo ito actually sa course specification or in the STCW version, table A3-1. And then, identify the competence, operate, balance, okay. One of the KUP is the interpretation of piping, hydraulic and pneumatic diagrams. Okay. So, tanongin yung sarili nyo, anong kailangan niya? To be able to operate electrical and electronic and control system. Now, why are you asking knowledge on the operate electrical and electronic and control system? When in fact, it's not part of the course. Because you cannot operate a pump if there is no electrical motor that is connected to it to drive the pump, rotate and move liquid. Specific competence you are trying to assess. Prerequisite of the course. Then we are now going to dissect the learning outcome. When we say operate, balance and pumping system according to 6 piping configuration. Take note, operate is psychomotor taxonomy. Tama? However, this is a lecture course. Alam naman, lecture is practical ka. So how do you assess operate from the cognitive point of view? So what you do is to dissect it so that you only assess the cognitive elements. No? So identify the elements of the competence, pump operation, pump theory, power, volumetric calculation, etc. Monitoring system, pump piping system, lining for liquid transfer. Then identify internal system that affects the vessel. For example, kung nag-book ka from port to starboard, kakagilid ang barko. No? This is balance system. Then identify the attributes. Saan natin kukunin yung attributes? Column 4 ng competence. So example, deviation from the norm or from the normal and properly identify and correct appropriate action taken. Saan galing ito? Galing po yan sa column 4. Para madaling naintindihan, we give a translation, one or two words, we call it the attribute of troubleshooting. So ito po yun. Ito po yung page ng SDCW, function 1, column 4. Criteria for evaluating competence. So, ito ang gagamitin nyo, gagamitin ng bata, to demonstrate na competent na siya. He will have to conform to this criteria. Yung standard, gagawin pa lang. So, here we have operational plan according to manual. Procedural yan. Deviation from norm are properly identified. Analysis. Critical thinking. No? Output of engineering system meets requirement. Output. How do you measure output? Math and sciences. Okay? The causes of malfunction identified and action are designed and taken. Troubleshooting. So ito yung attribute na i-assess mo. No? Pero ito yung details niya. So yan ang template. Bibigyan ko yun ng ibang template. Ito na. Okay. So, we copied from column 4, inilipat natin dito, then binigyan natin siya ng interpretation. Kasi explain with drawings, understanding visual information ang interpretation natin. Kasi ito yung last column 4 ng SDCW. Ito naman, according to operating manual, procedural. Ito naman, engineering, result. Ito na yung sinabi ko kanina. So, ililipat natin sa ating assessment instrument. So, this is the criteria of evaluating competence. Now, gagawa na tayo ngayon ng question. Okay, so, example, operate electrical mechanical question. Lahat yun ay aligned to the centrifugal pump or to air pump. So procedural, describe how to transfer liquid from A to B. Sa analysis, bibigyan mo siya problema, i-analyze niya. Sa troubleshooting, again, anong gagawin niya pag may problema? From the cognitive point of view, kasi lecture itong ina-access natin. Applied math and science based on ship installed pump size capacity, calculate the temperature rise of water in the pump housing when the centrifugal discharge valve was closed for 2 minutes. No? Bakit? Pag isara mo yung discharge valve, ikot ng ikot yung impeller, iinit ng iinit. If more than 5 minutes, magsisimula ng application. Bakit kailangan isara? Because you are following manufacturer's instruction. So identify internal system that affects vessel drain method. Interpret the bunker fuel diagram of MB Pilipinas based on ISO nomenclature. Yan yung standard na gagamitin for interpretation. And or DNVGL, RO ships, yan yung standard po yan. Ngayon, ito na yung actual document. Ito yung criteria. Ito na yung mga question. No? On the same topic, on the same pumps. Now, I prepared a lot of examples that you can actually use. Pwede ko ibigay sa mga tayan eh. Pero dahil hindi pa nila mapag-aralan, hindi pa nila masasagot. This is the performance criteria, this is the assessment instrument. Yung tamang sagot is the standard. Okay, so, gumawa na ako ng marami yung ready use it because they are all lahat na ito ay nangyayari sa barko. For example, explain the impeller damage suspended your show. Yan ang ginagawa ng seafarer sa barko. Para hindi mangyayari ito. Lahat ito ay ginagawa sa barko. Lahat na question yan ay ginagawa. Kaya tawag yan ay authentic assessment because you are now asking them on the actual work performance board.
Yes, sir.
Assessment tools. Okay. Nahirapan ka rin gumawa ng questionnaires. So I give an example of 30,000 variation of a single calculate time to build 100 cubic meter tank elevated at 20 meters. Version 2 with the use of the pumper, the same drawing. No? Calculate time to build the 100 cubic at its highest efficiency. Mahirap yan kasi hanapin pa niya doon sa diagram. Sa efficiency doon. Okay. Version 3. With the use of the pumper, calculate with the highest flow rate. So, napakaraming variation. Asking the same question. But, if you have 20 students, you give the same question, may pang variation, paano magkopyahan yan? Impossible. Okay, now we go for psychomotor affective. Ganun din po. Okay. So ngayon, ipapakita ko na yung ginamit natin as course, maintenance and repair, learning outcome, given a fuel injection valve, tester tools and manual. Condition po yun. The student will be able to adjust the fuel valve opening performance. Yun yung gagawin ng bata. In 40 minutes, standard po ito. With any specification as prescribed by the manufacturer. So, pareho pa rin po yan sa Coast Guard. Kaya lang tayo may sagot. Okay. Task calibration of fuel valve. Then, i-identify natin yung seasonable competence at PUP involved. Note, the competence and the PUP will define the performance criteria. Kasi yung criteria, hahanapin ko kung saan nakatapat doon sa PUP. Dissect the learning outcome. Identify the elements of the task to be performed. No? Safe ba? Is the safety of the candidate and those surrounding compromise. Number 2, procedural. Where all the steps in calibrating the fuel valve as stated in the manual. Follow, resolve. meets manufacturer's requirement. Papakita ko yung mamaya yung meets manufacturer requirement. Extract from the STCW, no? Yung actual. Okay. Develop the performance standard. Okay. So ito siya. Mapapansin nyo, hindi natin inimbento yung performance criteria. Ito yung sa STCW. Set the procedures at follow. Tinawag na natin safety. So wala tayong inimbento na criteria for evaluating competence. Lahat extracted from the STCW. Dismantling, inspecting, repairing in accordance with manual. Again, it's procedural. Then, decommissioning in accordance with manual. Result. So, bakit hindi natin ito isinama sa assessment? Kasi yung statement of assessment, given the material, manual, the student will be able to. Binigyan na natin. So, hindi natin pwede isama. So, yan yung template. Yan yung actual activity. Okay. Ito yung demonstrate procedure, step by step. Ito yung ginagawa rin sa barko. Ngayon, may problema tayo. Saan mo kukunin ito? Where are you going to extract this from the equipment manual? Now, second hand, binili namin. Walang manual. Punta ka sa
Internet.
Google. Punta ka sa Google. What's the scenario? Gumawa ka.
I-google yun.
Pero i-publish mo yun.
Nag-pay kami?
Dahil ang standard. Okay.
Google ko?
Then, punta tayo. Ito na yung sinasabi mong result. The torque. Ito yung tanong ni Ma'am Sherry kanina. Higpitan. Ito yung torque pagdating sa engineering.
Google.
Torque of the lock, 99 Newton meter. Very specific. Di ba? Sabi, tama na. No. Kailangan measurable. Sabi ni Ma'am Sherry, measurable. Lalo na sa technical. Dito ba ma? 99 Newton meter. Torque of the capnut, 225 Newton meter. Opening pressure, 240 bars. Measurable. Plus or minus. Ito, i-rubric ko itong plus or minus. Number of spray orifice. Ilan yung mag-i-spray? 6. Pag 5 bagsak, kasi barado yung isa. No shot angle limitation, no fuel dripping, uniform authorized speed, time completed within the parameters set by the institution. Sa beginner, pwede habaan ito, pero while they are improving on the efficiency, pwede mo i-share. Bahala na. So, you have been developed by, reviewed by,
Fuel injector.
approved by. Minimum requirement yan. Hindi pwede walang pera. Yes, ma'am.
Yan na.
Sounds. Sir, ang tanong ko lang, for my understanding, if, so you have, for a performance standard instrument to be used by school for a specific course, you have yung parang sa grupo na yun, there are performance indicators. The indicators will tell you the task. What are the indicators of performance? Okay, I'm trying to look at what they have shown me a while ago. Now, if we are saying that the performance rating criteria will be this one, like torque of spring lock, ano yun? Opening pressure, spray injection angle, number of spray, no sharp angle. In other words, kapag dinemonstrate ng estudyante ito, dapat lahat ng rating criteria ko
Mamit.
na torque, blah 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 blah, no sharp angle, no fuel dripping. Dapat nandun lahat yun. Is the scoring all or nothing? Or pwede mong i-graduate yan?
Rubric.
I mean, a score. You can put a score depending on the
Rubric.
level of their performance.
Oh, nasa rubric na.
So it's all or nothing. So, for example, check niya sa torque of cam, opening pressure, pero sumablay siya sa angle deviation. Bagsak. So that is something we have to understand. It's when you do rate them, you use your performance rating criteria. It should be clear. Is it all or nothing? Okay, at least we know that it's all or nothing.
In the formative, this is summative, this is at the end of the delivery.
Okay, so dapat yon during the formative stage, pwede pa yan na gradual yung development ng competency, so you can do gradual rating, yeah? But at the end of the lesson, when you're going to ask already the student, so kasi yung outcomes mo at the end of the course, the student should be able to demonstrate, for example, this one. Then that means, para sa final exam, nandyan na siya lahat.
Yes, ma'am. By the way, under ISM system, not incompetent, then you do replication and that's a bit competent. But because we are in the academy, we have to give numbers grading. Specifically para mahabol na yung natin kung ano something. Kaya hindi natin competent ang sinusulat natin is to pass or fail. When you pass, the minimum, 75 pa lang, ito pa lang namin. And then, mag-grade pa, pataas yun ma'am, based on the level of proficiency.
Alright, so when you measure the level of proficiency, that means meron ka rin leveling.
Yes.
Leveling hanggang dapat ma-achieve nila yung expected proficiency in the course. So, halimbawa nung una, na-kompleto niya 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Yes.
Then, nung nag-remediation ka, na-kompleto na niya 1 hour. Bibigyan mo siya pa ng parang nagalida, and then makompleto na niya 40 minutes. Parang gano'n, Laji.
However, based on the DNCC, pagka ulit siya, minimum grade na siya.
Ay, nabagsak ako niya.
Ito, hindi pa sa
Pasangawa na. Ngayon pala yung course na niya.
Ano na result ng Maren? Hindi pa yung mag-trace pa.
Okay, so in this, makikita niyo yung course, makikita niyo yung learning outcome, makikita niyo you will see the address competence, the address KUP, the task, the assessment instrument, the venue, and the equipment and material. Nandiyan po lahat ng kasulat.
Ang gusto ko lang pong malaman yung tungkol po sa result. If you talk about result, is this the anticipated outcome of the student's performance during the assessment? Ang ibig ko pong sabihin na dapat during his assessment, kailangan walang fuel dropping before and after the something like that.
Para sa barko lang.
Yun na po yung gusto kong gawin. Para maliwanag dito sa amin kung paano po namin ano po yung ilalagay namin sa result. Pero sir,
Based on manufacturer, maganda. Na, ano yan based on manufacturer's manual. Modified ko sa manual. Man yung standard.
what if sir, because we set the procedure, and in-identify po natin yung procedures. Ibig sabihin, ito po yung step by step na process na gagawin ng bata during the assessment. Why not, in the economy of result,
Hindi na sa manual. Ito talaga. Model.
yun po yung gusto ko yan. Sir, halimbawa sir, for example sir, ito lang po gusto ko kami liwanagin. Halimbawa po, sa first procedure, look at the opening pressure in the manual. So, we should have an anticipated result on that particular procedure. Yun ang ibig kong sabihin.
Oo. Hindi yan magbabago kasi nakamanual yan.
Okay, sige po. Sige, maraming salamat po sir.
Teka. Ako hindi ko naintindihan. Ang tanong kasi sir, parang, we're saying na meron kang expected. Okay. There are expected tasks. So, itong expected task, pre-identified na po siya.
Yes.
Tama.
Yes.
That's your point. So, these are already pre-identified tasks. So, ang hahanapin mo ngayon, if the student
Can achieve that.
is able to do this pre-identified
Task, yeah.
task. That will be the basis of the evaluation of the student's performance. Tama, sir? Yes. Yes. So, simple lang. Kapag meron kang TOA stands for Table of
Assessment.
Outcome Assessment. Ang elements na niya ay
Danilo?
kailangan mo
Dumalan?
ng task,
Number. Ah,
at
number.
kailangan
Ah, sige,
ng
ako nung sulat.
criteria to evaluate
0915.
the task. Well, that is in addition to
033.
the outcomes which you have earlier identified.
78.
So, sinisimplify mo na. So, the criteria
80.
will come from
Wala. PIT.
the elements identified in
Si
the
IT.
P.
STCW. Kasi
IT.
you cannot debate on the technical criteria that were already pre-identified. That's STCW. Kailan ba yung STCW na yan? 1978. Ano nang taon ngayon?
Meron ka ma'am, updated yan. As to 2016.
Ano na po siya na-attended na. Ayun, because
2010 hanggang 2016.
okay, but even then, I would also find the maritime program a very dynamic course. Kaya kung titignan ko yung future of a graduate of the maritime education program, I will not limit myself to what has been provided in the 2016.
That's correct.
Diba sir? Kasi at the level of institutional creativity, I can add to a minimum standard, looking at the future of the maritime graduate, putting in the skills of fourth industrial revolution. So what I'm saying is, pwede natin siyang dagdagan ng other skills later. Like for example, you look at a barko which will later on be propelled by artificial intelligence. Baka mababawasan na ang mga malinong papasok sa barko kasi this will be operated by AI. Di ba ang aeroplano pwede na automated yan? Baka ang barko pwede rin siya later powered by AI. So what are we going to do? I mean, what kind of skills or added skills and competencies
Di pa yan
we
pwede
need to
dagdag.
bring into our maritime? Kasi gawin yung school, mag-add on value ako. Kasi that will be my come on to my curriculum. So it's a future-proof curriculum. It's looking forward to the future of the graduate 4 years from now after they graduate. Whether we admit it yes or yes, not yes or no. What you finish today may not be the same demand in the next 2 or 3 years. It will be looking for more. That is our definition of a future-proof curriculum. That we look a projection of what will happen to a graduate 4 years from now. I think that maybe magandang initiative yan, sir. But this one, minimum requirements is a must.
Ma'am, well, I think that advice was already given to all schools. Because if you look at it, even while attending all the meetings sa IPO from 2007 hanggang 2018, I was attending IPO meetings. Talagang we have to accept that there are only a few technical people in the process ng comprehensive review of the STCW. And I was there during the process. Kaya nasasabi ko na yung table competence ay talagang minimum yun. In fact, makikita natin na maraming kulang dyan. Dito lang sa conventional concept ng engineering. Kulang talaga. That is why yung technical people, even to the basic, ay makakapagdagdag kayo. No? Ang sinasabi natin, ang column 4 ay the minimum na dapat gamitin natin. Nandiyan na yan. Libre na yan. Ang iba, yung additional requirement, especially sa AI, automation, ay dapat additional instruction yan. Dapat, kasi tatanungin ng auditor, how do you ensure that ating graduates are compliant to the requirement of the new shipping industry. So dapat parang meron tayo dagdag to address the requirement of the ever-changing shipping requirements. Yun lang, thank you. And by the way, sabi ko nga, yung tower that was presented today is in fact very comprehensive. And if you look at, compared to the US Coast Guard template, malayo, no? Sabi ko sa akin, itong Coast Guard na ito, US Coast Guard, bachelor's degree, ang TOEFL na representation ngayon, ay actually pag postgraduate ito. No? Kaya mahirap talaga gawin yan. Because you need competent people to be able to understand fully the requirement. Di ba madali lang naman? And I will share to you my experience when we were audited by another administration. The formative assessment that's given to the institution. However, we will not interfere with your formative, but we will focus more on the STCW requirement. And what is presented today is the STCW requirement. The standard sa trabaho sa barko. Itong fuel injector, yung result, isa niya ang wala. Hindi natin gagamitin ang fuel injector na yan because we know the detrimental effect that it will do to our engine in terms of fuel consumption, efficiency, and maybe commercial aspect of shipping. So, for an engineer to understand fully the requirement of a competent marine engineer, this is the way how to make an assessment. Ito complete na ito, but one of the question asked is, hindi na ba namin i-apply lahat dyan? Kasi bawat isa dyan may question na. You can actually develop how many questions there? Marami. Pero at the end, ang focus ay talaga yung last column. Yun ang result. Yun ang importante. And technical people should be able to address that. Kayo lamang ang makakagawa nito. With the help of your curriculum developer people.
Sana all.
The competence requirement for people to be able to develop
Sana all may curriculum developer.
Assessment, summative assessment ay dapat tulong-tulong ng technical people and the curriculum.
An instrument like this, because to me, when I do pilot testing, I should be able to select randomly students and be able to demonstrate itong mga competencies na hinahanap. So for example, hindi yung school ang mag-identify sa akin ng estudyante for an outcomes-based assessment. Randomly, we select a student and ask them, for example, for maintenance and repair to demonstrate one particular competency. So then, i-check ko, okay ba yung Yung fuel dripping, okay ba yung, ano ba yung mga yan? Uniform, nakompleto ba niya in 40 minutes? Then that I am sure that there was a delivery, tama yung pagka-deliver nung course sa estudyante kasi itong hinahanap doon yung pre-assessment. Yes. So sir, yun na. Gusto, sa bawat course na gano'n, nahahanapin natin, gusto ko yung instrumento, I'd like a random selection of a student, and I'll let the student explain to me and demonstrate to me the tasks that were learned. I think that's the way it's gonna be. Yun ang hahanapin. Kaya sir, hindi ako pumayag na magkaroon ng assessment ng pilot testing without me understanding what is there to be assessed and what will be the methodology of the assessment.
Team play or psychomotor activity or practical exercise. If you notice, the first column is elements, the second is the description. Ano ba itong sinasabi nito? Ano hinahanap? The third is the sample and base. Burahin nyo ito, okay na itong gamitin. Ito na yan as practical exercise. The course, HDCW, KUP, outcome, learning outcomes. No? Anong i-encode mo doon? I-encode here because magkano is food feeding na. No? Na kayo mahanapin. I think you have that copy. It's part of puzzle of mechanics. So, kompleto yan. Hanggang sa scenario, initial condition. Ano ibig sabihin ng initial condition? Refers to the starting state of the equipment or environment at which the student will use as starting point in performing the given task. Failure state, yung tinatanong ni ma'am, pagkasabayan kung kulang, yan, nakita sa failure state, student action, criteria, and the standard. Ang minimum standard natin ay SPA, safety, procedure, result, and then grading. And then, sinama na namin dyan, yung instructor activity at saka assessor's activity. So, nandiyan na lahat. Mamaya po din siya ito.
May comment ka ako, no? Yung sinasabi ni Rodin na failure state, sa test na may equivalent yun. Kung yung may mga test na assessment, ay tinatawag natin na identify yung critical criteria. Kapag isa sa critical criteria ay hindi nagawa, bagsak ka. No? Pero sa atin, yung failure state, especially sa simulator exercises, may failure state tayo na pag bumagka ka, bagsak ka.
Okay, itong next na ito ay build up na. Makikita nyo, ito ba ay way or assessment para makikita tayo sa papel, sa documentation. No? Anyway, your learning outcome is also yung assessment instrument. Like performance ba yan, simulation ba yan, role play ba yan, or others. So, ibig sabihin, depende kung saan kayo gustong gawin yung mga activity. So, I think we'll break for lunch. Yes.
Is the template kasama sa annex? Yes. Okay, para sigurado lang. Nandun yun sa annex ng John Circular 01, 2022, no? Annex G. Part G na, Annex G.
Naka-rubrics, hindi na-rubrics. Anyway, Richie.
yung thoughts ninyo sa explanation ni Sir. Sayang naman. If we cut it now, baka mamaya tumigil yung flow ng ating, okay ba? So, gusto niyo pa ituloy niya, di ba? Gusto niyo pa? Sir, sige. Konti na lang, para bago mag-lunch, para diretso lang po.
Okay, so this is an example of an actual exercise, complete with grading. So, you can actually use this now in your school for electro, the course electro. So, the template is regulatory, meaning gagamitin mo yan, pero yung content para ka. So, first, what is this document? This is a practical exercise number 10. Assessment in my text. Pero of course, magsimula yan sa training. Then bago tayo assessment. Okay? Followed by the modality or method of assessment. So modality na nagtawag natin, live performance assessment, via simulator ba, via roleplay ba, via may others pa dyan. Para we are not restricting your academic data. You are given a leeway provided you deliver the minimum elements. Okay. And then in this example, we have marine electricity and electrical maintenance, course code, electro 3. The title is synchronizing of the generator. CCW competence, operate electrical, electronic, and control system. EUP, prepare, starting, paralleling, and changing over generators. Mapapansin yung EUP, apat na activity yan. Pwedeng i-exercise yung apat sabay-sabay, pero pwedeng isa. In this example, isa lang, paralleling. Okay. Course outcome, perform paralleling. Ganda. Learning outcome, perform paralleling. Taking into account manufacturer's recommendation, yan yung criteria. Ano ba? Establish rules and procedures. Task. Ito yung first side. Using a full mission simulator with a vessel at port, the student should be able to synchronize the generating sets within 15 minutes at 140 volts and 60 cycles. Yan yung standard. Prerequisite, of course, natapos mo na yung lecture kasi assessment na ito. Of course, natapos mo na yung exercise on synchronizing the generator. And of course, you have access to manual. A student. Duration, 30 minutes. Including breathing. May silang kagano. No? Venue, example lang ito. Gregorio Esota Campus Formation ERS. Ayun ang video. Kaya yung detail, para i-give sa bata, di mawawala. Okay, dito tayo kakahirapan. Training equipment. Particulars. When we see particulars, specification yan.
Ikat na lang.
So, mechanical drive specification. Pag sinabi mechanical 190 RPM. The generating set, yung generator na uliin ko, ay ABB. 60 PBA, 3-phase or 60 cycles. Switch gear, yan yung synchronize mo. ABB, ACB, 3-phase or portable 60 cycles. Sample lang ito, kapalitan niya pagdating mo sa isusun. Saan yung makukuha yan? Yung detail nyo na yan. Buksan nyo yung makuha ng yung simulator na doon. Kaya lang ngayon, ikot ako sa school, walang particulars.
Google.
Yes. Okay. Scenario. Question point on mechanical and electrical equipment relative to the activity are already operational. Tumatakbo na. Kasi parallel lang, diba? Except for synchronization, yun na lang gano'n. Initial condition. Generator number 1, rated at 44 volts, nakakonekta na sa bus. With a load of 400 kilowatt. Diesel generator number 2 with the same rating, running, waiting for paralleling. Failure state. So failure state, pag nangyari ito, tigil, bagsak na. Okay. Blackout. More than 2 attempts at more than 5 minutes. Yung umiikot yung synchronous runway. Bakit masama outside of 5 minutes? Kailangan itulong nyo sa bata rin yung para huwag nag-ano rin, baka mag-eksperimento. No? Kasi kung ginawa niya, outside of 5 minutes, pwedeng mag-motorize yung generator niya. Which na generator siya, naging electric motor. Kaya, motorization of the generating set, 15 minutes, unsafe condition, of course, kung alam mo pinagagawa niya. Student action, anong hinahanap mo sa bata? He must perform the practical activity in a safe manner, following procedure stated in the manufacturer's manual, meeting the requirement. So, paulit-ulit mo, dinudok,
acceptable as stated in the class.
Okay, performance criteria. Operation of plant carried out in accordance with. Okay, very clear. The safety, procedural, result. Ito, saan mo ito makikita? Sa simulator's manual ninyo. Saan mo makikita? Sa simulator's manual. Yung, sa interface, makikita nyo ito. Okay? So, ito is step-by-step procedure on how to parallel. However, babasahin mo pa rin, baka kasi yung ibang manufacturer, iba yung steps nila. Switch synchronizing, ito incoming set, adjust, turning clockwise, pwede pag-output clockwise, bahala kayo. Correct incoming generator, when the pointer is at 12 o'clock. When I'm prepared to pointer is the synchronous pointer. Balance load between generating sets. Switch genset to auto load share. Tapos na. Ngayon, bakit dapat malaman ng bata na tapos na pag nagawa niya yan para tumigil siya? Baka ba ang pagkakuligo? This is generic, no? So you have to copy the procedure in your own simulator or in your equipment manual. Grading. Okay, dito tayo masaya sa grading. Completion of task. Pasado mo siya, 75. Ito hindi regulatory. Kasi regulatory may 50. Gusto namin i-task na pagkatapos niya yung SPAR, 75 na siya. Pero today, the regulation is 750, di ba? Every 20 second reduction in completion time, which means mass probation, gets additional 1 point. Para kayo dito, example lang ito. Every 1 volt deviation from 440 volts, masama yun. Kaya babawasan mo naman yung grade niya. Every 1 cycle deviation, masama rin yun. Kaya babawasan mo siya. Maximum 100 points. So, ito na siya. Task completed, successful, 75. Diba? Time, 8 minutes. Ang requirement, 15 minutes, positive. Yung 7 minutes na di na kinain, is equivalent to 21 points, additional. No? Voltage, 440, makikita ko ito sa display. Negative, -2. Frequency, 760, neutral. Walang plus, walang minus, 90. Pakita ko lahat yan, 94. So kung hindi ka pa nag-rubric, spot rubric pa lang, minimum passing. Then tataas ang grade niya, pagbababa, based on his performance and result. Oops. So, any question? Fine.
Not yet competent. NEC.
Any question? Now, I am already begin, so hindi ako gumawa na psychomotor sa deck. Baka mahiya na. Sikap tinabot sana. Any question? Tayo